How's it going, everybody? Oh God. Happy Halloween? Happy Thanksgiving? Man, has it been some time. Welcome back to the channel, where today we're gonna go back into the DBZ What If humans were turned into androids, or what if humans were turned into androids. So last time we went over how the three main humans, Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien, became androids, and now that had affected the android saga. And this time, we're going to continue that story into the Buu saga and the tiny little portion of God of War, of Battle of Gods. Yeah, God of War. Now you guys know why I've been gone for so long. But anyways, we're going to be continuing the story, and at the end of the video, I am going to be going over how my videos are going to be going forward, I guess you could say. And just what to expect in the future of this channel. So without further ado, and another 2-month wait, let's get into it. 7 years would pass with everyone enjoying their peace. Goku and Chi-Chi would have Goten during that time, and Goku would continue to train Gohan, and they would be able to evolve into Super Saiyan 2s, but their power wouldn't be close to their canon counterparts. Vegeta and Yamcha would continue to train, and during one of Bulma's business parties, Vegeta would be in attendance and would meet Bulma's sister, Tights. Now let's remember that Vegeta and Bulma aren't a thing here, because Yamcha and Bulma are a thing. And this means, with Vegeta meeting Tights, they soon enough hit it off, with Bulma wondering what Tights sees in Vegeta. Vegeta and Tights would get married and would have a baby boy, Trunks. I don't want to copy Dragon Ball Bro's name, so we're gonna stick with Trunks. Vegeta would want to continue training with his rival, so he would have Tights move closer to Bulma. Vegeta would train Trunks just as normal, and Bulla, who would be Yamcha's daughter, would join if she started to misbehave around her parents. Krillin and Lazuli would still have Marin, but Krillin wouldn't give up his training. Krillin would continue training, but that doesn't mean Marin would become a fighter. Tien would also be training on his own, and he would be feeling conflicted after becoming an android. Yes, he has gotten stronger, but at the expense of his own humanity. He thinks about opening up a dojo, but how could he do that when he's not even fully human anymore? These thoughts linger in his head, so he would continue to train. Soon enough, Gohan starts to go to Orange Star High School, and soon enough, he meets Videl. Videl is still Hercule's daughter, and Hercule in the story is still the champion. And the reason why he'd be the champion in the story is because, let's say he pulls off some BS and says that he destroyed the androids with his Satan Ray. Yeah, I'm not changing up the fact that Hercule is still the champ around here, so let's just keep that in. Regardless, the public would still love Mr. Satan as the world champ. Gohan would soon enough begin to train Videl with Goku also watching and keeping Goten distracted. At dinner, Videl would soon enough gather that Goku was the old martial arts champion from way back when, and Goku would confirm this himself. Videl would even go as far as to ask if her father really took out the androids, with Goku saying that they don't really care about recognition, but it was Vegeta who defeated the androids. Gohan would say this is true, but also they spared the androids because they were enslaved by an evil doctor, so after getting help from Bulma, the androids would turn back to normal. Videl's training would go well for the time being, and she would become much stronger than she was in canon, thanks to Goku and Gohan training her. It's common in my what-ifs that Videl actually wins against Popovich, because in those stories she has more aid or stronger allies, so that's kind of like a little meme around here, so if you want to check out other videos by any chance, go right ahead. Once it would come to time of the tournament, Goku, Gohan, Videl, Vegeta, Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, and Piccolo would join. Oh yeah, funny side note, Gohan would still become the Great Saiyan Man, and I think Goku would see this as pretty goofy. When participating in the tournament, everything would go the same until Videl would face Popovich, because this time, she would actually be able to defeat him, even with his Majin possession, thanks to her additional training. Gohan would still be pissed off by this though, as they were trying to fight dirty against her, but Tien would calm Gohan down. Gohan would be soon enough power up into his Super Saiyan 2, which would actually be as strong as canon Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Popovich and Yamu would then harvest Gohan's energy and would head to Babidi's ship, with Goku and the others following. This time, Yamcha would actually tag along. Why? Because he's an android. Another important side note is that I've been calling 18 Lazuli, mainly because when Bulma helped the androids come back to normal in the last part, she was able to find their names. So that's why 18 is named Lazuli in this story. Once they would arrive, Tabora would catch everybody by surprise, except for Tien, whose third eye would have been able to sense Tabora's intention. Tien would tell Tabora to get himself and his boss off the planet before they get eradicated. Tabora would chuckle to this and would say that they aren't leaving just yet. The group would then head inside the ship, and things would remain normal until Gohan would face Tabora. Tabora would stall the battle to bring out Gohan's energy, and this would still result into Buu's resurrection, even though Gohan was stronger. The group would be horrified of Buu's power, and Babidi would order him to destroy the others. Buu would then charge forward and begin to face the group, with his wacky, uncoordinated fight style tripping up the group. They would all try many attacks, with even Shin and Babidi helping, but their attacks would be no effect. Shin would say that they need to retreat, but Tien rejects, saying that they need to defend their home. Shin tells Tien that they need to regroup, so they can defeat Buu later on. Tien still wouldn't listen, and tells the group if they want to run away like cowards, then go ahead. He's staying. They would all be conflicted, with Yamcha saying he'll stay to make sure nothing bad happens, and Vegeta of course tags along with this. Goku would tell Gohan and Krillin to go to the Kais and make a plan. They would reluctantly agree, with them heading to the realm of the Kais. Goku would plan to use a spirit bomb, while the others would try to keep Buu busy. Babidi would notice this and direct Buu to Goku, but Vegeta would fire a blast towards Babidi. Goku would begin to plead for all of the people of Earth to share their energy with him, with Goku getting energy, but never enough, mainly because Hercule wouldn't be there to tell the people to give his energy, or to give their energy. The damage the fighters had been receiving had been beginning to show its effects, as Yamcha's infinite energy wouldn't be able to heal his bruises. Goku would see his friends in trouble, and seeing that the Spirit Bomb isn't getting any more power, he would power himself up into a full-powered Super Saiyan 2 and hurl the Spirit Bomb at Buu. Buu would try to dodge the bomb, but it would be too large for him and it would engulf him. Before the bomb could rush into space, Goku would grab all of the fighters and teleport them away. They would all arrive on the lookout, where Dende would go over to heal them. Forgot to mention this because I was so concentrating on the androids, but they would still go to get Dende as a replacement guardian, since Kami would still be fused into Piccolo. Unfortunately for the heroes, Buu would have survived. And not only that, but he would become stronger as Super Buu, because the evil half of himself would be released from Fat Buu after the Spirit Bomb would hit the two. Super Buu would want a challenge, so he would go to the lookout, where he finds the others. Super Buu asks for a challenge, but Goku says they can give him a challenge only if he waits. Buu would be pissed by this, but Goku says that if he only waits one day, then he can face them and get a good challenge. Buu would tell Goku that he doesn't want to wait that long, but Goku reassures him. Buu then grumbles to this, and he takes off to wait for a day to pass. Goku would sigh in relief, and Tien would ask how they will get that strong in only a day, with Goku saying that they're counting on Gohan and Krillin's plan, so in the meantime, they will train in the hyperbolic time chamber. Back with Gohan and Krillin, the two would be currently training with the Z-Sword, with Gohan getting the hang of it much better than Krillin would. Shin would offer a stress test, which results into the Z-Sword breaking. One thing leads to another, and Elder Kai would offer to awaken Gohan's potential, but before he starts, Goku contacts Gohan and tells him that Buu has gotten much stronger, and they hope he has a plan. Gohan would say that this old Kai has been released from a sword, and now is going to unleash his potential. Goku would like this idea, and would tell Gohan and the Kais to come back to Earth and do the ritual in the time chamber, so they can face Buu as soon as possible. They do this, and soon enough, Ultimate Gohan is born, and his power is unlike anyone has ever seen. Buu would feel this presence and arrive to face Gohan, with Gohan not pulling any of his punches. Gohan would begin to demolish Super Buu, with Gohan loving this power he has attained, and he would become power drunk from this. Now we have to take into consideration that even though Gohan is stronger in this story, he isn't as disciplined as Canon Gohan was, as Gohan had to go through Cell twice to be able to get his head straight, and Super Buu, which still didn't end up working out. So this Gohan lacks those experiences, and now that's going to take a toll. Goku would yell to Gohan to finish the fight and stop playing around, but Gohan just wouldn't listen. Gohan would begin to laugh as Buu would begin to beg for mercy, but Buu would secretly be slivering a piece of himself closer and closer to Gohan. Gohan would then begin to prepare to finish off Buu, but then Buu grows a devilish smile as a piece of himself jumps onto Gohan, but then it's blasted away. Everyone would be shocked and would look over to Tien, who would be pissed off and would yell to Gohan to not forget why he got this power. Don't forget that it's for all the people on the planet, all the people he cares about. Gohan would be shocked to hear this from Tien, but he would continue, telling Gohan to not waste this power. This gift of his can save everyone. Gohan would then get his head straight, and from this, he would power up even beyond his current full power and destroy Super Buu with his strongest Kamehameha. Gohan would apologize to Tien and the others for not getting it done earlier, but thanks Tien for the talk. Tien would then thank Gohan for reminding him of his gifts and to never let go of them. The group would gather the Dragon Balls to bring the people that have been killed by Buu, and also to have everyone forget about him. Thanks to Gohan's new power, Tien finally pursues into making his dojo, after seeing his enhancements as a gift rather than a curse, and that he can use those gifts to help others. And thanks to Mr. Satan, he would get the recognition and the students for his dojo. Time passes on once again, and Gohan would marry Videl. Gohan would become a scholar, but this time around, thanks to Tien's motivation, would continue to train with his father and with Tien on occasion. Gohan would even help some of Tien's students with ki control. One day, Beerus would finally wake up, and Goku would be defeated by him on King Kai's. Beerus would head to Earth, but before he would, King Kai would tell Vegeta about Beerus, and that he's heading to Earth as they speak. Vegeta would be shocked to hear this, and would try to warn Yamcha, but Yamcha would be drunk at Bulma's birthday party. Vegeta would be pissed by this, so he would gut punch Yamcha, with this finally waking him up. Yamcha would be shocked to hear about Beerus, and that there's someone Vegeta is actually afraid of. Yamcha would ask what to do, but Vegeta would just say to keep Beerus calm and answer any questions he asks with, confidence. Soon enough, Beerus arrives and begins to enjoy the party, until he asks about the Super Saiyan God. Yamcha would butt in, saying that a Super Saiyan God is very mistreated on Earth. Beerus would look confused and a bit angry, until Yamcha rushes over to a dessert stand and steals a pastry and gives it to Beerus. Vegeta would be pissing himself over this, until Beerus just laughs it off, with Yamcha laughing awkwardly. Beerus would then say that this is a lovely party and that he'll just ask later. After Ringo and all the events are over, Beerus would ask again about the Super Saiyan God, with them not knowing, so that they use the Dragon Balls to get the answer. Goku would soon enough arrive back after hearing about the ritual, and with Videl revealing her pregnancy, Goku becomes the first Super Saiyan God. Their fight goes as normal, with Beerus leaving the planet. After Goku gets the power, Vegeta wishes the same, and decides to train on Beerus' planet around the same time. Yamcha this time around wouldn't have Vegeta nagging on him to train, but he would continue to train, so when Vegeta gets back, he can be able to train with Vegeta. Things continue to play out as normal, and soon enough, a certain emperor of old is revived, this being Frieza. For now, we'll leave the story off for right here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, share, and subscribe, as it does motivate me to create more content like this, and, actually stay around and not leave for 2 months, but that's not the reason why I left for 2 months. Now, let's get a little real here. Alright, so this is a huge year for me. This year is the closing of a big part of my own story in my life, and it's scary to have to be able to not let go of things, but have to make sacrifices. And as time moves on, I've seen that I've had to make many sacrifices to many of the things I do to make sure that I can be able to do as much as I can. And I'm not sacrificing the channel, hell no. I'm just saying that it won't be here forever. So with the time that we have, let's enjoy it while we can. I've written out so many stories in the past 4 years, and actually the past 5 years. And I want to just bring them out into the world. That's why I made this channel. So for the remainder of the time I have until I leave, until I guess I retire from this, I'm going to be trying to finish up all the stories that I've written. So everything you see on the screen so far is things I've written years ago. So I just want to put that out there that unfortunately the channel won't be up forever, but in the time that we have, I'm going to try and make sure that I get everything out. So then when I do leave it, I can see that more and more people enjoy it to this day, and maybe start it again in the future if I have time. But as my life continues, I just see that there's a lot of things that needs to be done, and that there's not a lot of time to do it. So this is just my little note. You could have clicked away from the video if you wanted to. This is just me giving off my life. That my life right now, it's great. I have my family, I have my friends, I have my loved ones. Nothing could be better. And so I don't want to float my own boat, but this is just from me to you guys, saying that I'm not giving up. This is just something that it's not going to be here forever, but I want it to be enjoyable, and I want it to be something nice for the long run of the YouTube what if makers. With that out of the way, I can't even begin to express how thankful I am that I actually have attention to this channel. I don't have a lot, but I do have some attention. So thank you guys for sticking it out through, and hey, let's continue this journey together. I mean, I'm so excited. The end is always hard to look at, but the present is always the best one to go through. So thank you guys so much for watching the video and for allowing me to talk with you guys real quick. I'm gonna get out of here and work on the next video so we don't wait another 2 months. Later, guys.